Welcome back. Well, the school year may be over, but the spring state tournaments are underway, and it's been a jam-packed day of action for our local teams. John Jacklin joins us from Grand Forks with some of the early highlights. John?
Good evening, Joe. Yeah, the east side of the state is the place to be this weekend. I am in Grand Forks, where there are 3 state tournaments here. There are 3 state tournaments going on in Fargo as well, and they started off with a bang this morning out at the Albrecht softball fields on the campus of University of North Dakota for Minot's first round game against Fargo Davies. Here's my report from that game along with B baseball. First game of the day at the beautiful Albrecht field. The lower seeded Eagles striking first. Runner on second for Maisie Carr, who sends the 2-2 pitch soaring towards the left field wall. Alyssa Morganroth strides into home, and Davies leads 1-0. And in the circle for Davies, freshman Sophie Rarick pitching a shutout through 5 innings. But then everything changes in the 6th. Sydney Barch, high fly ball to deep right, clears the fence 200 feet out. The Minot Bats had struggled all game until right here. We go into the bottom of the 7th, tied 1-1. Runner on third and 1 out for Darby Mowbray. It's a bunt towards third, and Grace Burdick makes it home. Majets walk it off and advance to tomorrow's semis. Here's Sydney Barch on her game-tying home run.
I just wanted to be there for my team. We needed to put a run on the board. It didn't matter how. I didn't care if I singled, doubled, tripled. I mean, getting one over felt amazing. I just started running. I just wanted to touch home.
The Majets will play Dickinson tomorrow in the semifinals. That'll be a rematch of the WGA semifinals last week. Moving to B baseball in Fargo, Renville County taking on Thompson. Aiden Durr leads off the game with a grounder to the left side hole. The throw is late. It's an infield single, and the Muskrats are in business. They would get 2 on later in the inning, but Braden Tice strands them both with the strikeout on the high fastball. Then the Tommies grab the early lead. Bases loaded. Jonathan Muss bounces a ball right back up the middle. Dex Avdom is in, and so too is Thomas Schumacher. Tommies cruise to the semifinals with a 9-1 victory. Second game of the day at Newman. Bishop Ryan and 3-seeded Northern Cass squaring off. Pick it up in the second, 1-0 Jaguars. South Dakota State commit Trey Husar showing off on the mound. He strikes out the side. +1 because of a wild pitch to hold the lines in check. Jaguars were active on the base paths in this one. Case in point, after a stolen base, Matthew Hopp takes third on a wild pitch. Then the throw is up the line, allowing Hoppy to score. It's 1-0 Northern Cass. Jaguars feeling good, and they add more in the third. Christopher Hoyland singles through the right side to drive in the first 2 runs in the frame. Northern Cass will face Thompson in the semis. Bishop Ryan will meet Renville County in the consolation round. Here's how the brackets look so far through day 1, beginning with Class B baseball. Northern Cass and Thompson will square off in the semifinals. Park River takes down Rugby to move on. In the Class A tournament, it's an all-East semifinal on the top half of the bracket between Fargo South and West Fargo Cheyenne. Minot is hoping to be the first WGA team to advance through the quarterfinals. Magicians currently lead 3-1 in the top of the 5th inning, where I am here at Kraft Field. In Class A softball, the story is much different. 3 WA teams win the first 3 games of the day. The Majets will take on Dickinson tomorrow. They own the regular season series against them, winning all 5 games. In Class B, Logan Eastas homers to help send Delax Burlington to the next round in a 5-2 win over Mayport CG. Velva DAG falls 15-3 to Hillsborough Central Valley in the second game of the day. For state soccer, Minot is on to the semifinal round after a 2-0 win over Grand Forks Central. Mandan and Grand Forks Red River both advance with 2-0 wins to face off in the other half of the bracket. And right as I'm done here at Kraft Field, I am headed to the tennis Team Dual Tournament final between Minot High and Grand Forks Red River. Minot going for their second state title in 3 seasons. The Dynasty of the West versus the Dynasty of the East facing off on the tennis courts tonight in Grand Forks. I'll send it back to you in the studio, Joe.
A lot of great games. All right, thank you so much, John, for your coverage. And that's all we have in sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.